Heads up, this podcast more than likely contains strong language, tongue-in-cheek humour, and suggestive remarks.
Hello, and welcome to the first ever recording of the Hyper Podcast.
Our debut episode.
Our debut, where two likable people who like talking talk to people they like about the things that the people they like to see if we could like them too. I'm here with Teddy, my best buddy Teddy.
Hello.
Who, once upon a time, grew so much mould on top of a jelly pot that I thought they were inventing another penicillin.
You know, my goal was actually to invent a new bacterial species and be the overlord who watches over them, you know? I was getting tired of being God through Sims 2. I decided to be God through Mould. No, it was my late night snack that I left. It was chest of drawers. I think I still have those chest of drawers that I left in my chest of drawers next to my bed and forgot about.
I remember it vividly.
Oh man, that was a good jelly pot as well. That was a waste of a good jelly pot. What a shame. And I am joined by Anna, whose lovely mother once was going to teach us both 2 years worth of Spanish so that we didn't have to keep doing French. But for some reason, Anna completely crashed out about 3 lessons in and decided to stick with the French.
Yeah, me no hablo español.
I don't know what about it. I can't remember what we were talking about. I think we were talking about like locations and like Viva la and all that kind of stuff, and you were just like, I can't do it.
Something just pissed me off that day, and I've never looked back. I have no interest in learning Spanish now that I've met French.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, it's
just,
come in handy as well because you've gone to France several times, and you're not like fluent, but you're like pretty much, aren't you?
Well, I think that's generous, but I'll take it.
I mean, you can hold whole conversations.
Yeah, ish.
I can't do that with Spanish. I'm like, mi amo Teddy.
Well,
Hola.
what could have been, you know, if you just stayed learning Spanish with my mum, you know, incredible by now.
Did you take it into uni with you as well, or not? I can't remember.
What, Spanish or French? Neither.
No. Was it A-level French that you did then?
We.
So I only did the GCSE Spanish. That was where I met our friend, though. Our Bessie friend.
That's true.
So
this is all well and good, but we both know what I want to talk about today, and that is the new Stardew Valley update.
Yeah,
please, can you
I was teasing you about that.
So you're teasing about it, and I thought, no, Anna, don't look it up. Just wait.
Just wait, and be because we did speak about Stardew in an episode that will come out in the future a little bit. We touched on it a little bit since then.
Bit of time warp action happening.
I know, there's like a little let's do the time. So so the 10th anniversary is coming up, and Concerned Ape has said he's going to be releasing the 1.7 update for it, which is going to be bringing in quite a few things. I mean, there's already, because I started playing it again to get my character ready for because there's going to be 2 new romances dropping.
All right, let me stop you right there. First thing, if you're unacquainted with Stardew Valley, it's a video game on the Switch. It's a fantastic game. Number 2,
it's on the PC originally, but you can get it on the Switch now as well. And I think it's finally up to date, so hopefully it will drop the updates at the same time.
I'm a hardcore hashtag Switch bitch. I don't know if that's a phrase, but I'm making a
Switch bitch. I mean, I am too, but not for the Nintendo Switch. Oi, oi.
Oh, I'm no hashtag Nintendo Switch bitch. Also, point number 2, who are these new romance options, please?
I don't know. They've not been.
Are they completely new characters?
I don't think so, because that will be a lot to implement.
Yeah.
And I know that originally Emily and Shane weren't romanceable. So when I started playing Stardew, I played it when it first dropped. I finished it within like I went through that stuff. I think I was done with everything by year 3.
Okay. That's mad.
A lot has been added since then, but they Concerned Ape then did a poll and like asked us as the community, who would you want to date? And the ones that won were Emily and Shane, but there were lots of other characters that were up for suggestions. I don't know who came in like second for the women and like second for the men, but I would be guessing it's probably going to be them that's getting dropped.
Oh, I wonder who it is. Is it like, does anyone know yet? Or
No, I don't think anyone knows because I know I don't know if Concerned Ape still works on Stardew alone, but he did like make it all by himself. So I think he might be the only one who knows and is doing this all himself. I'm hoping for the man that I'm hoping it's the wizard.
of course you are
I want
hoping
to
this.
remember the wizard and
This is like another game that I love. In fact, I love it maybe more than Stardew Valley. Is a game called Potion Permit. Not many people know about this game, so I'm really thrilled to give it some airtime. It's similar in Potion. It's similar to Stardew Valley in that it's pixel game, like pixel art. It's very
cute.
questy, and there's villagers and there's cutscenes and there's villagers that you can romance.
There
And
are.
me and Teddy played this game for a while. In fact, Teddy showed me the game.
I did.
It's so obvious exactly who you're going to date. But if you put them in a criminal lineup, you can just tell the kind of person that Teddy's going to date. And
You're
it's
like that one.
it's the purple grumpy wizard.
It's the old man wizard, Zaddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
He's so
So
grumpy
that
and
happens in
mean.
Stardew as well. You'll just be collecting them.
Yeah, but like Rasmodius in Stardew is actually like quite nice. He's just a bit of a hermit. He's just kind of chill. Although I don't know if he will be or not. There were some people saying like, oh, it might be Clint because they're also bringing rival marriages into it. And there's like Clint's pining after Emily. So like he might be introduced to be Emily's rival marriage, but like he's a creep. I don't want
Have
Clint.
looked over like he can jog on as far as I'm concerned.
I
I want them to start going crazy. I want to start seeing fantasy beasts. I want the bear that you can give honey to. I want you to be able to fish something out of the water and marry it. That's what I want.
That would be fun, like a mermaid or something. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Something I think for the men, people were saying like Linus as well, maybe. But I think he likes being on his own in the woods.
People really do like Linus, yeah. Yeah, they
But he's like, I like being out here in the wild, and I'm like, you know what, Linus, you do you, boo. So I feel like maybe not him. So Rasmodius is kind of like one of the only ones, unless he gives like Marlon from the Adventurers Guild some things, because like all the other dudes are like married.
Yeah.
And the women, there's like no like single women apart from like Pam, and like no offense, Pam, I don't want to marry Pam.
She's kind of boring.
There is Sandy. Sandy over in the desert. Mommy Sandy.
I didn't know who you meant until you said from the desert, and I was like,
yes, the little feisty redhead out in the desert. But then she lives out in the desert, so that will be a later
commute
game romance. Yeah,
yeah, you're committing to commuting, and then is it worth it? Because you got to get them presents every time, and you got to make sure you remember their birthday. It's quite high.
I mean, I don't think she even has a birthday. I think she's one of those NPCs that doesn't. But it would be really fun if NPCs who don't have like birthdays and interactions were able to get them, like Gunther. I would want to fuck Gunther. Give me the museum man.
Yeah. Can totally see that. Is this the only thing that's happening with the update? Is that we're getting more Shag-a-lot?
2 more romance candidates. We're getting rival marriages, and I think we're getting a few more bits as well, although I don't know all the details. But
I'd love some more events.
He has added a few events since the last time I played, which was a couple of years ago. Because I'm like fishing up jelly from the ocean. I'm like, what is this? And it's like, eat me and I'll give you all this energy and stuff. And I'm like, whoa, okay. I didn't know where these came from. I'm digging up books that give me extra skills. I'm like, I've been gone for so long. I feel like Ken coming back from the war, like everything's changed.
I'm sure I've done the book thing, but I don't think I've fished out an interesting jelly.
Yeah. I mean, it would be really fun if he did add like new marriage candidates and just had like Shane and Emily have a rival marriage. I could kind of see them working out, but I don't know. I think it'd be more fun if he added more, but to be honest, he is doing like his whole other game, so probably not. Sadly, probably not.
Also, Emily can do better than Shane, let's be honest.
Yeah, Emily's great fun.
She's great. Yeah, I really liked her.
She was great. I mean, I've just been playing Stardew. Like, I've been playing Stardew most of the day, except for like that little blip in the middle of the day where I was trying to upload that little video to things, and I was like, why aren't you scheduling? Why do I have to log into this stupid app? I'm the more technological of the two of us, but I despise the modern day convenience of technology because it's not convenient. It just wants me to log into more things and give them more of my information to sell to sneaky companies. Leave me alone.
This leads in quite nicely to my my topic, which we're going to get into in a minute.
Oh, yeah. No, don't tell me too much because we still have to play the guessing game. Which, because this is obviously our debut episode, we're gonna start things off. We start things off with just having a little chat with each other, catching up with each other. I mean, we talk every day, but like just catching you guys up with what we've been doing. Really, just that sort of thing. And then we move on to the next part of the podcast, which is where we talk about the hyperfixation itself, the thing that this is all like kind of centered around. But we don't just want either of us or a guest. If we have a guest coming on, sometimes we have a guest. Our next episode in 2 weeks, we'll have a little guest.
Spoiler.
I mean, it's kind of our thing.
Yeah.
But we don't want them to just come in and be like, "This is my hyperfixation." We want to make it a little more fun. We want to have a little bit more fun.
Intrigue, yeah.
So we're gonna guess. And one of us will have a hyperfixation, and one of us won't. And for our debut, because this was all Anna's idea. This was all Anna's beautiful imagination that's come up with everything here. I'm just the supporting cast.
Not true, but carry on.
You're gonna start us off with a hyperfixation, and I am gonna be the one to guess. And I've just like realized it was a lot easier with when we had a guest, because that was two of us guessing, and now it's just me on my own.
Do you want me? I could start off with giving you a. No, I won't complain. No, start with nothing.
Don't go easy on me. Okay. I'm trying to think. So you said it's already something to do with technology, possibly. So I'm gonna ask, like, is it something that you do on like a screen?
No.
Mm.
It's actually the opposite. It's something I do to get away from technology.
To get away. Oh, okay. You go outside and touch grass.
I do, but that's not the answer.
You hug trees, actually. It's really sweet. So it's something you do to get away from technology to get some downtime. It's also...
Yeah, so...
Don't give me too much.
Okay, well, I'm just going to say, like, this came about in the zeitgeist at the minute. What a lot of people are talking about is this whole analog living thing.
Analog living, okay.
And I think about this, but I'm watching a lot of content creators that I like on YouTube, for example, talking about analog living, which is all about making hobbies that can get you off of your, not necessarily get you off of your phone, but
bring down screen time.
Bring down screen time and get rid of that compulsion to constantly check your phone, which I think is more important, because obviously technology is useful and important, but giving you something
else, scrolling all the time.
Exactly, yeah. Giving you something else to do that occupies your mind, your body, or whatever. So yeah, there you go. There's another little hint for you.
Is it something that you've taken up recently?
It is indeed.
Is it something that you've shown me that you've created? Something you've created through it?
Possibly. I might have possibly shown you in the past.
Might have possibly shown me perhaps an apron?
No, not that one.
Not the apron. Possibly a little clay doggy?
Yes, indeed.
So are we talking about your little sort of because I think I gave you the clay, didn't I? Because you were like, I really want to make some little things, and I was like, go, be free.
Yes, bingo, ding ding ding, correct.
And you really like it. You've really it's hooked you.
Yeah. So my hyperfixation at the minute, I spend a lot of time doing is air dry clay.
Man.
It's something that you can buy very cheaply, actually, from anywhere. I get mine from Hobbycraft. It's like
Hobbycraft does loads.
Yeah, for a big old block you can get for a couple of quid, and you can make a lot of different things out of it. And I've been making a lot of different things. I started off before Christmas, as you know, with I made some Christmas ornaments.
Mm-hmm.
And then since then, have made candle holders. I've made trinket dishes. I'm currently making magnets. So I've made a ornament that I'm gonna super glue a magnet, and you can have it as like a fridge magnet.
So yeah, you're gonna
Um,
super glue it to it. Because I was just about to say, like, are you like imprinting the magnet into it, or and letting
no,
it
I'm
dry with the
gonna
magnet?
super
You're
glue
just
that bad boy onto the back. Yeah,
it will
that's my
not
plan.
come off.
Yeah.
You will not fall off this fridge.
Yeah, but that's what I've been doing a lot of. I find it very relaxing, and I don't have to look at a screen, which is huge for me because I'm really struggling with the old doom scroll
I
at the
mean,
moment.
it gets us all. It comes to us all. Especially like when life gets stressful. I feel like just getting away from everything
Mm-hmm.
and our brains just go to what's the easiest thing, what supplies us with a lot of things. You know, that's usually fine. But find other things
Mm-hmm.
to do away from it all is like a great
Mm-hmm.
distraction. So obviously, like, I know a little bit about like playing with clay and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you've started, obviously, are you getting into the techniques? Like, are you expanding into just, away from just that slapping clay together? Are you like going into.
Well, hmm, initially, well, no, I wouldn't say I'm getting technical with it. My focus is on fun and whimsy.
Hmm,
If it looks a bit shit at the end, I'm not mad about it. I just think, oh, that was fun to make. Like I made like a ring holder
yeah.
kind of thing, like something to put your rings on. I did it in the shape of like a claw, like a
Oh my
hand,
gosh.
clawed with long nails, and I was gonna make it like a Bigfoot hand because I'm also really into cryptids, but that's another story. And
Mothman.
it came out so shit, like it was
Oh
so shit.
no.
And then I just thought, fuck it, I'll put it in the bin. But then I thought, it doesn't matter if I put it in the bin. That's probably like 30p's worth of clay, and I still had fun making it. So,
Yeah. And you learn each time. Like you learn like that didn't
mm,
work because this type of clay can't handle being like that thin with the fingers, so it needs like wiring to
exactly.
hold it better or this, that, the other. Because
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the time, like air dry clays have sort of like this papery texture inside of them,
Mm.
and it's like they're sort of usually best. I don't like I've from my experience like layering and then letting dry and then layering rather than doing it all in like
Mhm.
one big bulk.
Yeah, I mean, the shapes I'm doing at the minute are like really basic because the second aspect of why this thing is so fun is because you get to paint it. Now
That's what's brought you in.
that just lights me up inside. I just love making mess, like getting loads of tools out, paints, paintbrushes, water, clay,
Mm,
just put my little apron on and sitting there in the kitchen like a little
the little apron you
goblin.
made.
Yeah, with like shrimpy ass posture, bent over the table, like yes, I can make something, and then
Yeah.
like drawing like a smiley face on a cup and thinking, yeah,
Yeah.
fuck that. Do you know what I mean? It's so low stakes but so high enjoyment
It
because
is,
it's
it
yeah,
is. Would you say
you can
like
just
because like when people think about clay and stuff, they usually think about like throwing clay on the thing and like making pots
on
and
the
stuff
wheel,
on
yeah.
the wheels. And my mum used to do that. She used to go to like a
Mhm.
clay potting class and like bring back all these plates and vases and stuff that she made. Is there a possibility you will grow and migrate into like full blown?
No, fuck that shit. Well, don't fuck that shit. Like it's an idea. I could do it, but I don't care about making big.
You're not
Uh,
interested in like the kitchenware side of things. You like
no,
your little trinkets.
yeah, I like trinkets. I like whimsical little like ooh, cute. I like handmade. I like giving them to people as gifts. As a spoiler alert for
Mm.
anyone listening that's
Oh,
expecting a gift
oh.
from me, it's probably going to be better today. Um, and yeah, I like doing things that are a little bit slapdash. Like I like it when I can see my fingerprint marks and stuff. Like for
Mm.
me, I'm not about to start
I
like
mean, I've
that film
seen, yeah, I've
with the
seen some
bar.
people like sign their like clay that they've made with like their thumbprint.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
cute,
fun.
love
Ew.
it. No, cute. I like it.
Cute. But you were like, ew, I don't want your DNA on
No,
my
so
vase.
I've got a. This is not related to clay, but last year I painted my bathroom. So my bathroom is Shrek themed, as you know.
Yes, I do know. There is actually like a Shrek
I've
hung
got a
on the
frame
wall.
picture. Yeah, I've got a frame picture. This is gonna sound wild for anyone that doesn't actually know me in real life.
Didn't
I
I
have
send
got
a
Shrek.
meme as well when you painted your downstairs? Like, I like that sofa. That's a nice sofa.
Imagine picture the scene. My bathroom has got a bath in it and a toilet, and
And a
it's quite
Shrek
small.
in the corner.
And it's got a frame picture of Shrek. It says "Swamp Bathers Only." Okay,
Mm-hmm.
there's the scene. And then imagine I've painted dark green dots all over the bathroom on top of the light green, and in those dots I've put my thumbprint in a couple of them just for shits and giggles. Because I thought, oh, it'll be cute, like if I ever decide to move house and someone's gonna be like, what idiot put their thumb in the middle of that dot? And it'll be like,
This
yeah,
person
boy.
doesn't know how to paint.
Was I? Yeah, I mean, initially I tried to do it with a tampon because I saw someone on
Oh.
Pinterest painting their wall with a tampon. It doesn't work, guys. Don't try at home.
What, like
It's
as a
an absolute con.
makeshift roller or something?
Yeah, just to get like an even sized dot because mine are like big dots. And
Oh.
basically, Pinterest
Just
tried
use a
tried it on with
potato.
me. Yeah, what?
Did you used to do that as a kid, like cut potatoes into shapes and then
Yeah, but I didn't think about that when I should have because I was
mm.
blindsided by tampon
Potatoes
and I should have
potatoes are good
just
for
listened.
everything. Mash
Yeah, you're
them,
so right.
stick them in a stew, you know, they're great.
I'm sticking this. You're so right. Yeah. You're so right, and don't stick your thumb in paint and paint that all over your wall, because
I mean, for the clay, like bringing it back around to like paint and also the clay. What
see,
are you? So you're using just like plain clay. You're not messing about with colored clays and stuff, or like mixing like dye into the clay. You're painting it
no,
after it's already done.
yeah, I'm
Mm.
using plain grey clay, dries like off white, and then I'm painting that. But I've seen people cutting up pieces of chalk and putting that in the clay, and then having like a
Oh,
moss effect.
ooh.
I thought that was quite nice, but I don't have any chalk, so I'm not going to be doing that
Oh.
right.
Hobbycraft
Um,
again. Poppy clogs off to Hobbycraft, which has gone downhill sadly, but still has
why do you think?
clay and chalk.
Why do you think it's gone downhill?
Oh, my nan is absolutely obsessed with crafting things. She makes cards, she makes all sorts of things. Was
Hmm.
a diligent hobbycraft shopper. They had so many things. I used to go there as a kid. They used to have so many things, such a variety of things. And now it's just kind of like the selection has really like come
Mm,
down.
mm,
I don't
okay.
know if that's just because maybe suppliers there aren't as many suppliers nowadays of different things, or maybe trends have changed. I mean, I know beige mums are really a big thing, like making everything beige, and it's like, my goodness, live a
The live,
little.
laugh, yeah, live, laugh, love mums.
Oh God, don't get me started on live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, lovers. Yeah.
The three
I
L's.
don't really have a strong opinion on Hobbycraft. Other than they have got a great Warhammer paint section where some of the paints are named like snots,
Oh dear.
but
Would
war
you, speaking of
Gollum
like
snot.
Warhammer and stuff, would you ever get to the point, because we play D&D obviously
Hmm.
sometimes, would you ever get to the
Hmm.
point where you try to make little figurines, do you think?
No, but if you recall, you have made me a figurine of my first D&D character. I believe that was out of clay, was it
It was
not?
out of clay. It wasn't a figurine, it was like a bust. And yeah, I
Mm,
made
yeah.
that out of like the same brand of clay that I gave to you, the like the one with like the red on the
Yeah. The big,
plastic and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that in my house and actually been like, what in the fuck is that? That's terrifying. Like, is that some sort of what's that called when there's like a doll
A
and you put
voodoo
needles?
doll.
Yeah, yeah, one of those. And I was like, no, no, that was actually a gift from my very best friend. And they're like, what the fuck?
I mean, I think it wouldn't have been so bad if I hadn't like made the thing completely bald and then like super glued like wig
Yeah, the
hair
hair is
to
moving a little bit.
that doesn't help things at all.
So like the blood-stained like tunic thing
Yeah, I tried.
she's wearing. I mean, I really like it, but yeah, it does really unsettle. And also, I'm not sure where to put it because people do find it quite creepy.
She protects your house. Anyone
She,
breaks
I
in,
think
they're
she,
gonna see it and they're gonna go, "Fuck this, I'm leaving."
yeah, I need to find a new place for her to live actually, because at the minute she's like by the front door, and I understand that that can be uncomfortable for people.
People come in and they do a double take. They're like,
But honestly, like that is the least of their concerns. Knowing that I've got a Shrek bathroom
"Shrek bathroom
upstairs.
upstairs." Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
your house is a house of horrors. It's gonna be
well,
full of
I'm in
little
it. So
clay
yeah,
gonna be full of little clay
exactly.
people. So, have you got? Are you just using like Because like when I made that Moira doll, I bought like little plastic tools to help me
Mm.
make the. Because it's quite small, it fits into like the palm of your hand almost.
Yeah.
So I had to use really tiny tools to like help craft the face. Are you
Mhm.
dabbling into the tools? Have you gone to
I
Home Depot?
what was that?
Have you gone to Home Depot? Have you gone to Wixies and
Um,
grabbed
I've
some
not got the
supplies?
Wixies. I've not been Q. I did get a little clay. I don't know what the heck you would call it. It's not quite a knife, but it's not really anything else. I just use my hands, my fingies, and like a blunt knife to cut off excess and
Yeah.
do it that way. And it's worked fine for what I want to do. But you know, if I really want to go crazy, then maybe I'll get some tools. I know there's like cutting wire and things like that, but to me that's quite intimidating.
Yeah, no, I think I started with just like the little plastic tools. Lots of like again, I'd build things up. Wires for if I think your one has some wire in it to connect like the head with the body properly. I was a bit worried about that breaking off, I think.
God, that
Um
would be creepy.
but just the
Having a
head.
beheaded version?
Ugh,
Wow.
would be scary, but no, because we were talking about the colors and everything. So you paint it. What paint are you using for like the clay? Is it just acrylic?
I'm using acrylics,
Mm.
but recently I've discovered,
Because that's what I used for
again,
Moira, the little thing I made you.
yeah. Oh my God, we should do an episode where we just talk about our D&D
We
characters.
should.
That'd be
That's a whole
fucking
hype. I mean, D&D is a hyperfixation, really. We'll do that. We'll do that at some point.
yeah. That's a lot going
Special
on.
episode.
I'm using acrylic paints, but recently I've discovered, not personally, but someone has told me on YouTube about acrylic pens, and I just think,
Okay.
hey, okay, you could do really precise stuff with an acrylic pen. You could do
Good.
calligraphy, you could do writing, you could do details. Right now, I'm just very heavy-handedly using a brush to draw whatever it is that I want to draw. But yeah, if you got a pen, that's a game changer.
I mean, I've gotten them before, but I've never used them on clay. I've used them for like I send my partner like postcards over to Australia. I've used them for like
Mm.
things like that. But you can get them like to have very fine tips and stuff. So that could really help like if you're wanting to do something more delicate.
Delicate is not my modus operandi, you know.
Okay,
Delicate,
fancy.
being delicate, we have a tumultuous relationship. I'm all about um giving it a jolly good go.
Yeah, that's like the main thing is like giving it a proper the old what's it called when you give something a good go?
The old college try.
That's it. I wouldn't know. I didn't go to college.
I don't know if that's right or not, because I've missaid that so many times I can't remember what's real.
I think it
But
is that. I think you are correct.
okay. Get ready for
Correct.
yeah, that's my hyperfixation.
That is. What little things
Make
have you made then? I'm guessing do you seal it after you paint it, or like do you just you paint it? You're like that's good.
No, I paint it and then I put some glaze over the top.
Oh, you fancy.
Yeah, not that fancy. It's just like it's like fancy nail varnish, but I've also got Mod Podge which I've not used yet,
I
and
love Mod
apparently there's
Podge.
you can get which you like leave out in the sun to dry and it comes out really nice, like really really glossy.
Ooh.
Can't remember what that one's called, but I've already got the gloss now, so that's what I'm doing with
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, I've seen people as well. I'm not sure what type of clay it is, but like make earrings and stuff out of like colored clay that they like put for a
Yeah.
presser and all this kind of stuff. And
Yeah, I was watching something earlier today about because of this like analog living trend, people are pumping out
Mm.
videos like hobbies. And
How
one of these,
ironic to be making videos about getting away from the internet and posting them on the internet all the time.
no, I thought that earlier. But she was saying that you could have like a craft night with your friends where everyone makes beads like out of clay
Mm.
and
Ah,
mix and match all the beads that your friends have,
yeah. A
hang them on
friendship
little charms.
bracelet.
Yeah, I thought that was dead cute, but then I don't have that many friends. So.
We have friends.
Yeah, but not like local. Like I can't just
No.
come on, gang, let's make some clay beads.
I mean, we could do that for a gooch.
Yeah, that's true.
Beach bead time.
Gooch is the word that we use to describe meeting up with friends during the gooch of the year, which is between Christmas and New Year.
Yeah, except now it doesn't just happen around that time. We do it. We call it the gooch no matter what.
Things happen, you know, but it started out as the dead space between Christmas and New
Mm.
Year.
The gooch between the and the
Yeah, the woohoo and the woohoo,
Oh, okay.
etc.
These are our terminologies.
I tried to whistle, but then I thought, is
I
the
can't
mic
whistle.
up? No, I can, but only if I'm breathing in, not if I'm breathing out.
Oh,
What's that all about?
that is weird. I mean, your
Mm,
mouth does weird things anyway.
yeah, it says some crazy shit.
It says
Like,
crazy shit. It had some fingers in it earlier today that you didn't want in
oh my god, that is such a rogue thing to pull from episode 1.
there.
Yes, I did. I had some fingers in my mouth, and I won't tell you more about it. I'll just leave it up so that you're enticed to
Wow.
listen to the next
You'll
episode.
never know. I mean, I feel like a lot of people have fingers in their mouths when they go to like the dentist and stuff.
Yeah, don't spoil it though.
Oh, okay. I won't say anything else.
You know.
So what little bits have you made? Because I was like saying like people make jewelry and stuff, but have you
Okay.
just stuck to your rings and trinkets and stuff?
Yeah, at the moment I'm in the process of drying 3 more trinket dishes because I saw someone on Pinterest make like pinched edges ones, so they're like wavy
Ooh,
edges. And I thought that was just the most darndest, sweetest, darndest looking little
that's
thing.
adorable.
So I'm making a few of those, and then the magnets I mentioned earlier, I'm making some magnets in the shape of cats.
Aww.
Um, so yeah, that's what I'm currently working on, and then I got some other crafty bits I'm
I
doing as well.
will say, like, something else you might want to try is very similar to what you're doing, but the clay has metal in it. So you make what
Mm.
you want, and then, like, you get, like, a blowtorch and you blowtorch it, and it turns
Ooh,
into metal. I got some because I was going to make a knife for Dandy, and then, like, realized I wouldn't get it through customs. So
yeah.
that kind of fell apart. But you could use it to make like rings and stuff, or like little necklace, like pendants or something.
Yeah, I never heard of that. I mean, be great for things like cosplaying, right?
Oh yeah, probably. I mean, I made a silver necklace at like a proper like course for it with like this woman who had this whole setup. But yeah, I got
Mm.
the stuff because I was gonna make some little bits, and then I didn't know what to make them because my brain didn't think things through. But no, that would be another thing like you could expand into if you wanted to. Like the world is your oyster with clay.
Yeah, I really like it, and I really recommend it to anyone and everyone that wants to do something that's really low skill required. Um,
Well, that
and
moves us on to like our whole next thing. Because after we talk about the hive fixation, our next thing is like we judge it based on several aspects.
Mhm,
Whether or not we recommend it and stuff. And our aspects are first off accessibility, then
mhm,
affordability, then entertainment value, and then like personal influence. And we'll go
mm.
down the list. So, accessibility is obviously how easy is it to access this, like get into this, and then regularly indulge in kind of thing.
I mean, in my mind, this is pretty accessible. It's pretty cheap. You can get it online. You don't need any tools. You just need hands.
Mm,
You don't even need an oven because it's air dry.
mm,
Um, you can buy a block for a couple of quid, and from that couple of quid, you can probably make, or I've made, about 10 different things, like decently sized things.
10 things per block. That's a pretty good ratio, you know. That's a good
Yeah,
conversion rate.
yeah, and there's different types of clay. Like you can get clay that looks like wood as well, and then that metal one that you just said.
Mm.
After like, you could just get your basic bitch clay like I've got. You could get like a fun one.
Yeah, you can get like coloured clays. I can't remember what they're called. I think the ones I used to get are like a fancy French name or something. But they're just like, and they're more like oily. They're sort of like more rubbery kind of almost. But I think they're bake ones because you can get the air dry, you can get the bake in the oven ones. I think that's the only two forms that a clay comes in. Is
Yeah, and yeah, to me it's pretty accessible at least. I
you just
think.
got to have a local hobbycraft.
Well, you don't even need like secondhand craft store. We got one of those where I live, which
Yeah,
is
we've got quite a few craft stores in the UK.
yeah,
I mean, I
that
feel
would.
like, I don't know. I think craft stores do pretty well all over the world for now. For now, so long as the analog people come through and take us away from our doom scrolling before things can die
Yeah,
out.
that is one of the criticisms of this analog movement is that it's just encouraging people to buy stuff that they didn't already have or that they don't need just as an excuse to get them off of their phones. And I don't really support that. I think if you
That's what a hobby is that you buy things that you don't need, but you're engaging in something, you're learning a skill, you're keeping your brain active.
yeah, I think the argument if you want to start learning how to draw, then you don't need the most expensive pens that are being pushed on you.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, literally just get a blob of clay and throw it at a kitchen table and have a smack around like I do. It's
Yeah,
good fun.
put down a plastic mat first.
Yeah,
You
probably.
don't want to
You
get
probably should.
ruin the varnish. And then our next one, affordability. Again, like you said, it's not too expensive to get the clay. It's worth
Nah.
it, and you get that good conversion rate.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that was in my sort of resolutions for the year was to make gifts rather than buy gifts. So for me, is
They're more personal that way. They mean more.
yeah, and if you make something that's shit and you give it to someone, they have to be polite. Like they have to
They
do something.
have to go, oh, thank you.
Exactly. And then it's like, oh, at least I didn't spend 50 quid on something that you thought was shit. I only spent 2 quid on something you
I
thought was
mean,
shit and put in the bin.
I've never looked because, like, you make little things sometimes. Like, you write things. Usually, you write me very nice little notes that I put in my memory box. And our friend from up north, the one I met in Spanish, also usually makes like especially Christmas things, like sews them and stuff. And I've never looked at anything that's been made for me and gone, oh, this is shit. That doesn't even
Yeah,
cross my
exactly.
mind to assess the quality or anything. I just go, oh, someone made something for me.
No.
I love it.
Nice. Yeah, I love it. I love giving things that I've made. I love receiving things that people have made, and I just think it's
I
epic,
mean,
and
I
everyone should
usually
do it.
do digital art for a lot of people because it takes a lot of time and effort, but it's also very personal. You can make it, about them rather than just. It's nice when you see something
Yeah.
in a store and you think, "Oh, that reminds me of this person," but it's more nice if you make it. In my opinion, I know it's different for everyone, but I can see why doing the clay, like you're not being wasteful. Like you were saying, like the analog things, you go out and buy things you don't need. But if you're making little things that are actually going to bring joy to other people, like, and clay is
Mm.
like it's not like one of those plastic resources that doesn't decay. It's clay.
Mm.
If someone doesn't like it, they can throw it out and it will break down.
Also, shout out to Teddy for doing all the art for our podcast. If you didn't
Oh,
know, it's hard work,
I
and
try, I
yes,
try. I'm
most.
I would say I'm the more creative of the two of us, but you are coming for me. You are
I don't
coming.
think. I don't think you're more creative. I think we're just creative in different ways.
Yeah, we are. I think when we were kids, I was definitely the more creative, and you were a lot more locked into like your studies and stuff. But I think I had more time to be creative because of our circumstances, and now you're like, it's lovely to see you like embracing the talent that you have and really trying out all these new little hobbies.
And I really think everyone should give it a go
Oh
because
yeah,
it's good fun.
it warms your heart. I mean, like art is like definitely a reflection of humanity and our emotions and stuff. Um,
Mm.
but yeah, no, it's a nice little hobby to have, which brings us to like this emotional side of things, the entertainment value. Like, what are you getting out of this? It's not. Is it like it? I say entertainment value, but it's less like active entertainment and more like like the verb of being entertained, being kept entertained, being kept
Mm.
engaged, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I find this really entertaining. Also, it's a kind of, like brain on and brain off hobbies. Like some things require,
Mm.
some things don't. To me, making things out of clay is a brain off hobby, so I don't need
Yeah,
to
you kind of
be
just let your hands do the work. You don't have to hyper focus onto it.
like listen to stuff. You can listen to music, audiobook, podcast, whatever, or you can just, not listen to anything. But I also really want to talk about what you just said about how important art is, because this is something, I'm not adding anything new to the conversation here. I'm just repeating important things I've heard, but the importance of making things badly and
Mm.
showing that things badly is so important, because you never see someone doing something shit. Like, when you
Yeah,
go
it's
on
all
Pinterest, you never see
perfectionist.
things, are you?
It's all very perfectionist, all very be perfect, present perfectly. And like art, especially clay and stuff, it's chaos, it's chaotic, it's raw, it's
Yeah, it takes a lot of effort and it takes a lot of time to get good at it. And it's interesting that,
but even then,
like,
even then when you're good at it, it's still messy. That's the beautiful thing about art. It will never not be raw and chaotic, as is nature, as is just the way of things.
yeah, and that's like the importance of just giving it a go and knowing that if it's not that good the first time round, like, I know it's
It's
been
no
said a
big
million times,
deal.
it's never going to be good the first time. It's
No.
just that you're comparing your first attempt with someone else's like thousandth attempt.
Yeah,
If
because
I tried to
of social media, which brings us back to the whole analog thing, getting us off of the things and everything, and also brings us to our fourth point of personal influence is this having a positive and negative effect. Sounds like it's having a massively positive effect because it's reminding you that we're human, not everything has to be perfect, get away from the tech, embracing like not nature but like more natural down to earth things.
I think, yeah, to an extent, I think it's definitely having a positive impact. I mean, it's yeah, like I said, it's important for me to get off my phone. And this is another thing that I was listening to about the difference between consuming short form and long form stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
it's really bad to like because short form gives you that quick dopamine
yeah,
hit. It's really bad for people who have neurodivergency. It gives you that short term reward, and it leaves you feeling bored and restless and not engaged. And it's really bad for like toddlers and stuff because it doesn't let them develop properly. We need that long term interaction, and then that reward we get after that long term interaction of effort we've put in.
yeah, and you're giving control to something. Like, you're giving an app control over your emotions by showing you things that you can't predict. Like an
Mm.
Instagram feed, for example, for me is my absolute nightmare. I have to keep blocking that shit all the time. Otherwise, I'd be like, 3 hours
I know
done.
someone that uninstalled like YouTube and stuff from their phone because they were like, I'm just doom scrolling all the time.
YouTube's blocked on mine, Facebook's blocked on mine, Instagram has got a lock on it,
Yeah,
which
oh
I
my
ignore
god.
frequently. Um, but yeah, and it's like yeah, I just think any opportunity, not just clay, but any opportunity to do something with your hands, to
It's
have a
good.
go at something that is hard and to not compare it to, like, if I tried to draw a picture versus if Teddy tried to draw a picture. I'm not about to compare my attempts with Teddy's attempts.
I
That
think
would be foolish.
everyone's style is different, and that's the thing. We're all different. We're not all the same. And being like, am I good enough? That's kind of the wrong way to look at things. It's about expressing yourself, doing something, being creative, enjoying yourself.
Yeah. And I'm all about like just sharing like things that I've made that have been shit. Like, I'd love to do that more this year. Maybe I'll put something on the Instagram when I make something and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm happy with that. And then I'll look back at it, oh blimey.
Yeah, I mean, like if I looked back at like the stuff I made when I was like a teenager, I'd be like, ugh. But like that's the point. You only get better through making shit things.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
the
and I
fun
feel
of
like
it.
this is yeah, not news to anyone, but
No,
I just think it's really important, and we should all
to
be
reiterate, get a bit
yeah, we should
philosophical. Philosophical. Can't say that word
get
today.
time from the top, please.
Philosophical.
Lovely, well
Beautiful.
done.
There we go. Um, but yeah, no, that's a great point. We then like usually after we've discussed the hyperfixation, ruminate on like whether it appeals to us as the hosts, whether or not we'll try it. But like obviously in this case, I have tried clay before.
Yes.
Maybe we can both. You know what? Why don't both of us make little clay models of each other
Oh my
and
god, that's a
post
good
it
idea.
on the Instagram? How about that?
That would be hilarious. But I was going to say we shouldn't say who's made who, but obviously that's implied because there's only two of us,
I
and I
know.
use your
I know. That's but it'll be. I think it'll be really cute, and we'll use that to report back. And we're gonna keep an eye on the hyperfixations. We are gonna try and do them. At least one of us is gonna try and do them. If there's a guest, if it's each other, we'll try and do it, and then keep a tally of like we tried the hyperfixation. How did it go? Where did we personally rate it? Obviously, that's just us personally. Everyone loves our hyperfixation. A totally justified amount, I was going to say, but like the point of hyperfixation is that we like it a little bit too much, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Just keep a tally on it.
Mm.
So I think we should do that. I think that would be really fun.
I think that's a good idea. I've got clay left over, so I'm ready.
I think mine dried out, but I'll buy some more. That's fine. I'll use it for something. And then so we've touched on that. We're gonna move on again. So this is the part where, because again, like Anna just said, there's only two of us, and like Anna said, I'm doing the art for things. Anna is looking into possibly a musical side of things. We're seeing on that. Both of us are working behind the scenes on scheduling stuff. Anna's working with talking to guests, lining up guests. So, there's no point in this podcast really having like a credits to roll. Instead, we're going to be taking for credit something we did recently that we think is an accomplishment, even if it's, small, too big. Again, like we just were saying with the art thing, like it's okay to just live in the moment, take credit for the little things, feel good about yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'll just throw mine down. A couple of days ago, my service dog shit in the middle of a
Oh,
supermarket.
yeah, baby. Let's hear it.
And I'm really proud of myself for keeping my cool and not completely having a meltdown about it, because like emotionally I was really stressed. I have really bad social anxiety. It's part of the reason why I have the dog. So the dog was making worse what she is there to make better. But I think I handled it with very cool, very calm demeanor, even though literally 30 seconds later she shit again.
Oh no.
And I still kept my cool. So you know what? I'm really proud of that.
You should be fucking proud of that, because I would have been like gagging in the
It
aisles.
was bad. It was bad. I wanted to cry. I didn't. So.
Nice.
What about
Wow.
you?
I will take credit for what am I proud of from this last week. I will take credit for the fact that I went to a hospital appointment today, and
You gave it away. What people's fingers were in your mouth for now?
I know I don't. You know what? Maybe I don't want people gossiping about why I've got fingers in my mouth. Maybe it's
Yeah,
my
probably for the best.
narrative. So this is me controlling the narrative. I was at hospital, and someone was checking out my face, and I didn't bite their fingers off, and that is what I'm taking credit for.
You know what? That is a good thing to get to take. Because if a man had his fingers all up in my face and was like, "Oh, let me have a look, let me try," I would have bitten him too. I would
I
have
mean,
bitten him too.
I'll take credit for the fact that I've left a man with his fingers,
Intact.
and you're
That's a good
welcome for
thing.
that.
Yeah, he can go home and disappoint his wife again now.
I knew you were going to make a fucking joke about that, because I was going to do it too, and I thought, no, I won't do it. I'll rise above it. No.
I won't. That's my role here, is to be the naughty one.
The naughty
The
one.
naughty one. No, I feel like we're both cheeky. I feel like we're both quite cheeky. Just in slightly different ways. But I think we're going to wrap it up there. So, thank you so much for listening. That's all we have for you today, but it is far from all we have to say next week. Who knows? Well, not next week, 2 weeks. We're on a 2-week schedule, my bad. Who knows? Maybe we'll talk about your hyperfixation. Tune in to find out. Bye!